Tommy's very nervous for her front legs. And after every try that we tried, she started getting more and more nervous, and it was escalating a little bit faster every single time we tried. And as we started with the back one, so she was doing pretty good, but when we got to the front one, she was moving around too much. So the first thing I did with her, like, she came up to the edge of the table and tried to jump on me, but I put her in control. So I actually have my hand closer to her neck. I'm not choking her or anything. I just want her to stand normal and keep her calm. And right here, I feel like she feels like she trusts me a little bit, but I'm gonna try to always have control of her, and I'm going to keep her as close as I can to me, and I'm going to use both arms to put her in the position that I want. And the last part, whatever nail I'm doing, I want to keep her balanced, and I don't want her to make her feel too much pressure on each nail or on each foot. And if she tries to fight, I'm gonna relax the area that I'm doing. So if I'm doing this foot right here and she feels pressure and she starts moving, I'm going to release the Dremel away from the nail, and I'm gonna put her back in the position that I want, and then I'm gonna come back to it. If I sit there and I try to push her, to force her to get that nail done, she's gonna probably let it escalate, and then she's gonna start alligator rolling or jumping around. So I'm gonna try to prevent that, and I'm gonna also have my left arm right behind her neck here. So if she was to jump up, I could, or try to come back, I could actually block her from moving back. If I have my arm in here, I prevent her from moving forward, but I also don't want to over force her to where she's gonna poop or pee herself or stress out too much. So I'm gonna start with her back legs, and I'm gonna see if I could get them done first. And remember, they're long dogs, short legs, long bodies, and Shih Tzus, Pekingese, they usually tend to have bad backs, and they have herniated discs. So you don't want them to be too squirmy or moving around too much. You don't want one of those nerves to pinch and then legs get paralyzed that way. All right, so I'm gonna start with her back legs. I think one foot was already done. I'm gonna move on to the next one. And as you can see, I have full, I'm hugging her pretty well with my elbow all the way to her shoulder. And obviously I'm bigger, but as long as you don't hug her too tight to where it's gonna hurt her. And it's always important to try to learn how to use the Dremel a little bit more efficiently, more effective. So like that you could get through each nail faster, because if you're taking a long time trying to grab each nail and then trying to do the Dremel at the same time, right, automatically, the first thing I did when I went from this one, I never let go of the dog. I don't want her to get free range of her wanting to do whatever she wants around the table, because then you want her to just stay focused on us doing the nails. So as you can see here, I positioned myself over the dog to where I could see the nails, but I'm not gonna bring the legs out. And I have her neck facing the way that I want. And as soon as she starts to move, which is her front legs, no, Somi. Nope. Nope. There we go. Excuse me. Nope. Dang, I didn't know she was gonna be that bad. Stop. Nope. Nope. So that was one nail. I'm gonna do one at a time as she lets me, but I'm not going to let her get away too much with that. Stop. Somi, stop. No. And for her to be too squirmy, I'm hugging her so that her spine doesn't bend around too much. Stop. Somi. Nope. Bring it down. Damn, that foot's done. Yeah, I should have tried her first. So now, all right. So there, you guys saw she was acting, so I just seatbelted her on. Nope, Somi. Nope. I have to be a little bit more firm. She is a cattle dog. So these dogs are a little tough. There, I got that foot done. There, she's letting me do every nail, and they're already down to the quick. There we go. Now the next foot, it's probably gonna be harder to get this one. Stop, no. Now the next one, like I said, when you have a dog that's gonna jump around, it's always good to be able to do each nail super fast. But after that, no, Somi, no. You just have to correct her. And you can feel as soon as they're gonna start pushing back. Nope. I relax. Put her back where I want. And perfect time. And the dew claw, which is the hardest. As you guys can see, I hold it like a pencil. Oh, they're done. I just want to see, now that she acted up, I want to finish them up with her being good. Okay, so if you guys noticed, for her, she didn't like her front nails done very much. And when Teresa was working on her, she was moving and jumping around, and she started doing that with me, so I seatbelted her on, and then I was able to get the nails done, but I had to be a little bit more firm with her. Now, she is a cattle dog, and these dogs were made to herd cows. As tiny as they are, these guys were made to move animals that are over 1,000 pounds. But anyways, if you notice right now, let's pretend I'm about to do the nails, and I'm gonna work from her far right back leg to her back left leg, and then I'll do the front ones. Whichever ones I do, you're gonna notice I'm not going to let go of I'm not gonna let go of her the whole time. And if I do, the first thing that's gonna happen, she's gonna spin around the table, and then I'm gonna have to get her attention again and put her back where I want. And then that just takes time, and it could distract her if I could keep her focused. Right now, she's being good. I'm holding her right where I want. I keep positioning her where I want. And let's say I'm gonna start right now with this leg. And I'll grab her, you see she automatically started turning. As soon as you give her some free time, luckily I had my elbow there to stop her. And let's say I just work my way in from the outside nail down to the inside one. And then I'm gonna do this one. Most of the time, a new groomer would let go of the dog, and then the dog moved, and now they're gonna, if they don't know how to handle the dog to put him right where they want, they're gonna fight with the dog, and then the dog's gonna get more stressed out, and the groomer's gonna get more stressed out, especially if they're getting behind. So the way I would do it is I'll do this foot, do all the nails. I'm always gonna have a hand on her, especially holding the back end so that she doesn't spin off. And then I'm gonna go directly to the other foot, and I'm gonna do all those nails. And as soon as I go to the, when I'm gonna go to the front one, I'm going to have control of her. I don't know if you just noticed what she tried to do. I blocked her from moving, and I have my hand under so that she doesn't spin in any direction. And I'm not forcing her in any way. And I would move in straight to her front left paw, and I would do that one. And then right after that, I would position her. You see, that first thing she wants to do is spin to her right. I would come in, and then I'll do the last foot, and I'll work my way in, all the way in. Now there's going to be cases where they're going to move, but if you could control this, it's going to save you a lot of time and energy, and it would actually stress the dogs a little bit less versus if you're fighting him. As you're going to see right now, as soon as I let her go, she's going to spin towards the door, and it's hard for me to do the nail this way. So I'm going to bring her back, and then she's going to do the same thing. And then for somebody that's new, they're going to want to lift up this leg and do it from here. And then the dog's going to be very uncomfortable. And if you put pressure on him, it's going to throw him off balance. And they're going to start moving in areas where you put the dog in danger as well. So if you could have him in a spot where you're going to be more comfortable yourself, which I'm right-handed, it's easy for me to do it all from this side. I have control of the front and the back. And you don't want the dogs to be squirming around and moving the backs too much. But yeah.